This video is to show you how to assist your students in finding the readiness rubric and the post-secondary plan on MCIS, saving it, keying it, and then putting it back onto their MCIS website. So first you want to have your students log in with their username and password. Once they're in, there is a link at the bottom of their MCIS website that our students have access to called the Ramp Up to Readiness Tools. So you can have your students select that, open the arrow that says Support Materials, and there is the post-secondary plan in Word format. That's one way they can find the post-secondary plan. Another option would be to go to our school district website, choose the high school, go to the Ramp Up link. This is the parent website, and I have a link to the post-secondary plan there as well, and it will download from that location too. So either way will work to access that. Once students have that, so it opens up down there, we're going to have them select Enable Editing. And this is where it'll give that to them so they can type in their own name, type in the boxes here for careers, and key this document. In order to put it on their MCIS website, we need to have them save it first. So we'll have them do a File, Save As, save it to their H drive. Just to show you how to do it, I'm going to put it on my desktop, and you want to have them save it as their post-secondary plan, and then close that document. They have to close it in order to upload it. So once it's closed, then they can go on MCIS to the link that says My Portfolio, and we're going to go to Stored Files and Links. At this point, there's an option that says My Files. They can choose to add a file, choose a file so we can go find it. Again, they're going to go to their H drive where they saved it. To find it, open, and then upload. Now if they go back to My Portfolio, Stored Files and Link, you can see right here should be their post-secondary plan, but they'll have it named post-secondary, and they can open and download it again to key in it the next time and go through the same process to save it and then upload it again. The first time that students are going to use MCIS, so in other words, all of our freshmen and any new students that we have to the district, they will need to create their own MCIS account so that you're able to find them and add them to your group. The first time a student goes into MCIS, they'll need to go to the website, mncis.intocareers.org, and that web address is a link on the Ramp Up Teacher Resource website, as well as it will be included in a lot of the PowerPoints when we're going to use MCIS. Username the first time they go in will be Marshall High, and password is Tigers. And this is all small letters, all one word, Marshall High and Tigers. Sign in. Now once in, do not save that password. On the right hand side, there'll be a link that says Create My MCIS. Students will choose that, and then they'll choose it again, Create My MCIS. Students will need to fill in all of the information that has red asterisks. And so you want to have them do that. putting in, even though there's no red asterisks, I would recommend putting in a working email. Of course, their graduation year. Make sure when they get to the protocol that they use the username protocol, which is going to be their first initial and last name. The exception to that will be if it's not at least 6 characters in length, or if the username has already been used. Now this one I know won't work because it's not 6 characters in length. So what we want to do then is we want to add on to the end of it their 4-digit birth date. So in other words, month and date. So if Jane Doe's birthday was on June 6th, we would go 0606. Password protocol is a capital letter of the first name, a small letter of their last name, and then their 6-digit birth date. So for Jane Doe would be 0606 and then whatever year Jane Doe was born. So I'm going to go 99. Have to retype it in, JD 060699. Again, see here it has to be at least 8 characters in length, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, and 1 number. So we've chosen this protocol because it's the same password that students use to get onto campus and check their grades, except we're capitalizing the first letter of their first name. Students will have to do the security questions. A little piece of information you could give them is, if they're worried they won't remember, they don't like the questions, or they're worried they won't remember, they can randomly pick 2 questions, use the same answer, and no matter what, their answer is going to be pizza, for instance. So if they're worried, again, that they won't remember this or they just don't like the questions, that could be an option that you would have them use. And then I'm going to submit. And then I'll know if this worked. And it looks like this one worked. So I can go continue, and now Jane Doe is in, and you will be able to find her and add her to your group.